And if she wanted to give me up for a better life, hey, more power to her, thank you. But then when I found out that it was forced and, it was ripped from her, then I'm like, dude, that really, sucks.
This is my dad, and this is me and my dad. He's a pretty cool dad. That was him dressed up in my boyfriend's clothes, and he's 56 years old. This is the story of my dad finding his birth mother 56 years later. So my dad was born on July 26, 1960. Or so we think. So he was adopted at birth, and his adopted mother illegally changed his birth certificate so he would never be able to find his birth mother.
That's true.
And now, 56 years later, we have answers. He was raised to believe that his adopted mother was his birth mother until he was 10 years old and his grandmother accidentally told him he was adopted.
And my mom was pissed. My grandmother got a tongue lashing from my mom because my mom would have never ever told me I was adopted.
That's right. His mom was gonna go his whole life without telling him he was adopted. That didn't bother him because he always knew that this was his mom. I never got to meet her, but from what my dad says, she was an amazing woman, caring, loving, a boss, had a mouth on her, pretty much just like me. Sadly, she passed away in 1986 when my dad was only 26 years old. He was crushed. He was a mama's boy, just like I am a daddy's girl.
That's true. She was a great woman, not only my mom, but my best friend.
Flash forward 30 years later, my brother and I have always been curious on what her background is. So my brother thought of buying him a DNA test, the Ancestry.com test. So he did the test, and a month later, this is what happened.
We got the results, and I was clicking around, checking out where I came from, and a bunch of names popped up that just happened to be from Tampa, Florida, where I was born. So I reached out, and I didn't get a reply. A couple of months went by. I reached out again and didn't hear anything. I sort of forgot about it. And about a month ago, I said I was going to do one more email to these people. And I did, and the next day they actually responded.
So here's where we sit right now, and we come to find out that the lady he was in contact with, her sister actually gave up a child when she was 19 years old in 1960. There's only one answer, right? They have to be related. Like, that has to be your mother. So to get actual answers, there's only one thing to do. Go to Tampa, Florida. Of meeting her. However, she has 3 sons and a daughter who have more kids and aunts and uncles and nieces and nephews, so that's who we're going to meet. So did you ever think that you would ever meet anyone in your birth family?
Not in a million years.
Are you like nervous?
It could be a little overwhelming.
Like, how do you think that it's gonna go?
It'll go good. They're really nice. I've talked to all of them.
Are you excited?
Yeah, they're excited too.
Yeah?
So in between,
I know.
when I contact them, everybody's going to be really happy or really sad or
yeah,
really pissed.
And they've been, oh my gosh, they were so excited. They've been so rad throughout this whole experience and journey.
They're even picking us up at the airport.
Yeah, so we will be meeting them as soon as we get landed. They're picking us up, and I even am nervous right now, so I'm excited to see if we have any of the same traits and qualities, so it'll be...
I did hear one of the brothers, actually all the brothers drop a lot of F-bombs, so she's going to fit right in.
Thanks, Dad, calling me out. So buckle up, guys, it's going to be a good one.
Stay tuned.
She never told me she lived in Florida.
What she did before?
Well, I just found, actually talking to Michelle, because I go, the story has it, she was a nurse in Washington, and she got a phone call or somehow found out that there was a baby you know, available for adoption in Florida. So she's like, oh, I hopped in my car and ran down there and adopted you. And then
took in all that.
yeah, and then Michelle's like, well, I heard that it was a married couple that lived in Florida. And I'm like, yeah, that's not what I heard. I go, well, you know what? I have my mom's diplomas, and I had all of them. So I went down, I pulled them out, and I go, sure enough, one of them said Billy Gay, and, you know, with her married name, Buckner, graduated in '61 from Florida. So I'm like, okay, then she was living here. Wow. And I'm like, okay, well, the stories didn't sort of match. And then it was even worse when Michelle told me that it was forced, because I had just realized, and I go, oh, that's okay, you know, hey, at least she had me, and if she wanted to give me up for a better life, hey, more power to her, thank you, you know. But then when I found out that it was forced and, you know, it was ripped from her, then I'm like, dude, that really, that sucks.
She knew she had a boy, and they wouldn't let her hold him.
Yeah, and that's just, and then when Michelle told me that, I was like, oh my God. That's even harder than saying, here, I'm going to give my child, you know what I mean? At least it's a choice, but to have it, like, really ripped from you. I mean, that's just brutal.
Okay, so it is a new day. Last night when we got off the airplane, we met 3 brothers, Jimmy, Norm, and Michael, and we also met Jimmy's wife, Cheryl. We had dinner. It was actually really rad. They were all really, really, really cool and dope human beings. I feel like we have so many similarities. We're just sarcastic, we like to mess around, and yeah, it was really fun getting to know each other. I didn't really vlog it because I wanted it to be organic and just to kind of like hang out and like get the vibe and see how everyone was, and you know, kind of whizzle my way in there to see, you know, how people would react. And yeah, we had a great time. So this morning today is actually, I feel like, an important day because we're going to get a test. It's a chip test.
Sibling chip test. To
so
see if we're siblings.
So we're gonna go to a laboratory and they're gonna get like cotton swabbed, and in about 3 or 5 days they're gonna know if they're siblings. But I think it's already really rad because Norm, the oldest brother, was like, I don't even know why we're going tomorrow, like he's my brother. And I just thought that was so rad. They're so excited and we're so excited. So it's just really awesome to know that we have a whole huge other side of a family out there, like massive. There's so many of them. And we made it. For you, they got a needle.
It's alright. I can take it.
I feel like it's gonna be a Maury show. And you are the brother.
That makes you feel any better. The company that's doing this testing, DDC, they do the testing for the Maury portfolio.
That's funny. So we just did the cotton swab. It wasn't as bad. You didn't think it was that bad, did you?
No, I knew it was going to be a cotton swab.
Yeah, okay. He did it with the middle brother, Jimmy, and so we'll know in about 3 to 5 business days. And they said while we're here, we have to try a Cuban sandwich. I don't know what it is, so we're gonna go have lunch and try this Cuban sandwich. So here's the Cuban sandwich. Try it.
Over easy eggs with bacon.
Pretty good.
Is that good? Look at all these brothers. It goes oldest to youngest and shortest to tallest.
The taller they got. Haven't done that in a long time.
I feel like since we've been here, they've taken like 30-something shots. Woo! And they don't around. So this is Uncle Jimmy. He is DEA, a cop. Can I say that?
Tampa, please.
He was very intimidating first meeting him.
I was?
Not gonna lie, yeah. I didn't know if I should film or not because I was like, okay. But it turns out you are one of the coolest dudes ever.
I appreciate that.
So we are with Uncle Norm, the oldest brother.
Second oldest now.
But you're the yeah. That's very true. How does it feel to have an older brother now?
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, did you ever expect, wait, when did you even find out?
Like 2 weeks ago.
My mother was about to pass away. That's when we found out.
And she told you guys?
No, my cousin, Lila, told us. I didn't believe her.
When she was dying, that's what I was telling her, because she was like holding on something, and I said, Joanne, let her go, whatever it is, let her go. it's okay if you go. And she gave me a smile, little smile, you know. She died the next day, I think, that I was there with her. But yeah, the sadness was there all the time, all the time. It's your son, you know, thinking, where is he?
Yeah.
And that's incredible.
A few years later, you know, your father contacted Lila and said that there was a match, close relatives of her and Loretta, and then we decided to, you know, let's see if this is what is the case.
And she asked me if I was okay with making contact with him. I said, I have no problem with it. You know, if it's my brother, I want to know.
Is he cool? He's not.
cool
You don't
as
have
hell.
to hype him up. You can tell that everyone.
Oh no, he's
kind
cool
of
as hell. Daughter's cool as hell. Son's cool as hell.
Thanks.
And then I got a call from your dad, and I was happy, excited. And when I saw him, when they sent the picture, I knew right off the bat that he looked like my mother.
Really?
Yeah. So, and I was happy.
But then when we saw the picture of him, you know, he looked like cousin Tommy, and then your picture looked like Gina and Casey.
There's definitely a lot of similarities,
Yeah,
even in
so
the way that.
your brother looks just like Tyler, I think, and he acts like him. He's quiet, you know, kept to himself.
Yeah. I feel like you and my dad are the most similar out of the brothers.
Is that like a good thing or a bad thing?
It could go both ways. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm a daddy's girl. I love my dad. He's the greatest guy in the whole world
Yeah,
in
he's
my
pretty
eyes.
awesome.
So do you like him? Do you like my dad?
Yeah.
You can be more enthusiastic about that.
I'm glad y'all came so we can meet.
Now you guys have some family in California. You're guys gonna have to come out there. You'll stay with us.
Okay. I'm happy.
It says I'm now saying it on the camera, so you have a house.
Looking forward to it. And I'm glad you guys came down. I'm glad everyone's here. So.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You guys have been so great to us, and I'm
You
excited.
have to come back for the birthday. We'll
I
have to
know.
go out to LA.
He turns 50 when I turn 26.
Why you gotta say
But
that?
it's cool because we're both cancer babies.
That's true.
We're honestly the best. So maybe that's why we click.
And my niece is an Instagram model.
Oh yeah, there you
She's
go.
a superstar.
There you go. You're gonna be famous on the YouTube.
Yep, she's famous.
Okay, so now that we're back in LA, was it everything that you ever expected it to be?
It was pretty freaking awesome. I gotta say, one of the best weekends I've had in a long time.
What was your favorite part?
Party the last night, baby.
Dude, they make you take shot after shot. They're some partiers.
They are party. What happens in Tampa?
Stays in Tampa. But no, I think the raddest part for me was that for one, they were all so awesome, so cool, so great with the hospitality. Just welcomed us in with open arms.
Every single one. The kids, grown-ups, they were all
Just good people. And I think for me too, I've always dreamed of having a big family, and we have such a small family, so it's so cool to know that we have a massive family now.
It was awesome.
And like they're literally just, they're the same as us. They're sarcastic, they're everything we are, I feel like.
We're going back soon.
Yeah, we're definitely going back soon. This has been such a great experience. I'm so happy that you got this
I know. Thanks for
opportunity to
going.
meet them.
It was awesome.
So this was our story. If you guys have had anything similar happen to you, comment down below. I'd love to hear your story. And I am so excited to come back. And I love you guys all. Thanks for watching the vlogs. And I will see you guys next week.
Adios.
Boy, bye.